Tomas, obviously the big talk at the end of the series was the offense dried up. Seemed like, unfortunately, your line couldn't find that magic that you had in the regular season. Just where did things kind of go sideways toward the end there?
Yeah, definitely disappointing to lose second round and after the last couple of months season plus the first round like how was it going kind of for me and for my line. It's definitely was tough to not help in the second round, and definitely I'm disappointed myself. I couldn't help more and find a way to score some goals and turn around, but definitely it will be hard to look back and look to the second round.
Tomas, how tough was it for you guys not to have Mark Stone in the game that you guys needed to win, and just what was the mindset around the team as your captain wasn't available to you in that last game?
Yeah, it's always tough, when you're missing player, and especially Stoney, our captain, one of our leader, and it always sucks to miss player, anybody, but especially Stoney. But still, we have good enough team, to help him out, win for him and give him a chance play another game. But we just couldn't find a way.
You played quite a bit with Pavel this year. Can you just kind of speak to the season that he had and then maybe what you think he might have learned in this postseason?
Yeah, Pavel have awesome year. I think he surprised a lot of people. He scored 35 goals, which is not easy at all, scoring in National League, and he was definitely getting better how the season go. And obviously, playoff was tough. Same time, it's sometimes we have tough timing. I think we have good start. Against Mini, obviously he got hurt. And it's tough to come back. But second round was really tough, and it was first his playoff, and you learn how tough it is, what it takes to win. It's obviously not just about the goals and stuff. It's about like a lot of small details around, but I think he had a great season, and he got a big future with him, and he will win a lot of games, and he's such a big piece to our team.
Tomas, you were a big reason the power play was as good as it's ever been here in the regular season, but it dried up the last couple of games of the playoffs. What did you see there? What wasn't clicking, or was it something Edmonton was doing?
Obviously, like the season was, the power play was one of the best in the league, and it was really helped to win a lot of games, even with miniseries. And obviously we have some looks, but I think I don't know what really happened. I don't know if it was just us and them, but we couldn't find a way. Shot many pucks on the net, just a lot of passing around, and maybe not be that ready like before, and just waiting what will happen. And definitely, it's tough to look because how power play was working all season long, and when we needed, we couldn't find a way, and it's definitely tough, and we have to be just better for next year. Even if we have a good season, we play off, it's tough. Everybody reading what we're doing all season long, the plays, obviously me, myself and Pav score a lot of goals, and sometimes we have to find another way, because team, watching all season, and the first thing they look, how you score the power play goals. So sometimes we have to react and make different plays.
Tomas, you kind of just touched on it right there. You mentioned you were disappointed you couldn't do more on the score sheet. What is the learning lesson, I guess, you take from that series? Do you just chalk it up to it was a tough stretch because you have scored so much?
I don't know. It's obviously like you're putting pressure on yourself because you've been scoring all season, and first round in playoff you're helping, and obviously you wanna do everything you can, not just score, but like everybody, looking for the score sheets because you're here for that, and you're putting obviously pressure, and I think I have saw like a lot of good looks in the playoff, and but it just couldn't find a way, and when it's games coming and like it's your time, you you're trying so much harder and harder, and sometimes it go on your other way. But I think it's not my first playoff, not my first season, and I should probably do a little better job and handle it and just find a way. And if not me, just even help the guys around it. But it's tough to explain why we couldn't score, especially like last two games.
Even though he didn't score, Brandon was such a vital part of your line. Just can you speak to how well that he played in the postseason and just that how important was his skill set throughout the end of the regular season and into the playoffs?
Yeah, with Saturday it was honestly actually somebody my brother asked me how's it said, how you guys working out so quickly. It's just sometimes you don't even know. And when he jumped on my line with Pav, it was just felt like it was working from first game, and we've been all regular season really good. Obviously, I got hurt, so I was out. And after even the playoff, we have good, first games again. Minnie was great. After Pav got hurt, after him, so it was kind of tough. When we played so good for a couple of months and we couldn't find the time to be together. But he's just every night do the same thing. He's a great skater. He do everything, most of the things, or everything on the ice right. He's responsible. He can score goals, and he felt like he didn't have really off nights. He was just doing every night same thing. So I could really easily expect what is coming from him.
When the season ends like this and you're not happy with your own performance, at this point in your career, how do you approach the summer? Is it just about getting healthy, is getting in shape, or are there skills you look to add to your game? I guess just how do you approach a summer like this?
Yeah, definitely. You always want to try to get better, you never expected, I felt good all season because I was healthy, obviously what happened to me, it's not like what happened mostly at all my career, so with injury like that, so it's always tough to what happened, expect it again, and you definitely just want to be better and just sometimes it's just it's not about physical or skill level, it's just sometimes be just confident, I think with my game it's always just play with confidence, don't think about it what happened couple of games, just have to be still better, don't think about it and just think about next shift, don't put too much in my head because I think when I play my best hockey is when I'm confident.
You played with a lot of partners over the course of your year and a half here, but what really made Pavel the one that you settled in with the best and connected with the best when you arrived here?
So sometimes I think I kind of said it before, it's not sometimes you think, there will be guy, you'll have great chemistry, but it never works. Sometimes it just, works, and he likes to shoot puck, and I know he's a great shot, and same time he's really strong on the puck, for I would say smaller guy, and you're just learning, you watching him how he plays, he watching me, and when you're longer together, you know what you kind of can expect it from him, what will be his thing, I know when Pav was kind of in a situation, so he'll probably shoot, so I will not get behind that. I will try to get net front so he can score a goal. So you kind of learn that, but I think it was working, and I was really happy for his season, and I wish we can we talking about it, be better and find a way, because we know our team need us against the Edmonton series, but we have to just learn what we did all best and just be ready for next year and do even better.
Well, Tomas, the last time you were sitting in this same spot a year ago, you'd only been playing for this team for a couple months. Now fast forward to today. How have you just acclimated to this setting, to this city, to this team, especially coming from a rival?
No, I have just all good things about what was for me, just about all the teammates, staff, but even the city, how fans welcome me, just everybody, and my even family are, for my wife was kind of like you didn't know what to expect it, because like for me it's so easy. You get in front of another guy, so you just play hockey. But she have great time, so we love the city and the fans and just people around it. When you have kids, you find a lot of people outside the hockey and from the owner, from Bill to Kelly, everybody, like how they welcome us, help us, and how the organization works. I have just great things to say too, and I really enjoy my year. I wish just only thing betting. I wish we still playing, but otherwise everybody was great to me here.